Hey everybody, welcome back to Craps University. Today we're going to talk about a Darkside system. I don't really call it a strategy, it's more of a system. But it's called the Shadow Step system. It's a simple, positive progression for cold tables. And you'll have to read when it is a cold table. So today's version covers how we're going to use the don't pass and the don't come together for maximum Darkside coverage and steady profit potential. That's the key word, potential. So let's get right into it. So since the Shadow Step system uses two Darkside bets, every shooter starts with a don't pass. So it would, $25 table, we're not going to lay odds for Darkside. The flat bet actually pays better than the odds bet. So we'll stay with just the one-to-one payment here. And when it comes out, let's say a 6 rolls, then we will throw a don't come. Let's say a 5 rolls, that don't come moves there. We'll throw another don't come out. We'll roll, let's say a 10, and then we're good. So the strategy says 3 don't bets. You can do an optional 4th. But if you get them out like this, let's ride with it. If you win, let's say a 7 appears and we win, that means the progression will be, there we go. Instead of 25, we do 50. We will do 50 on the don't come, and we'll try to keep it in check, and we'll probably only progress up to 75. If you're feeling risky, go to 100. So that would be, if you go to 100, that is 3 progressions. We'll just leave it at 2. Pretty straightforward and easy. So let's go ahead and let's just do a demo. Like it is this easy that less of me talking and let's see some action, right? So throw our don't come out there. Let's grab the dice. And we're coming out looking for a point. And the point is 8. And that means we don't want another 8 because we're on the don't. So we'll throw a don't come out there and let's go. And 7. All right. So with that don't come, we win here, we lose there. So it's basically a push or a hedge. So not bad. Let's try it again. Coming out. And 7. So as we know from other episodes, a don't loses on 7 and 11 on the come out. And it wins on the 2 and 3 and pushes on the 12. And 10. That is a perfect number for a don't player. Let's throw our don't come out there. And 9. Still not a bad number. We throw another DC out there. And 5. All right. As I said, we have our 3 don't numbers out there, and we're good. Of course, you can go for that optional 4th, but we know that a 7 shows up 1 out of 6. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we're starting to get into the range of that 7. 5. All right. 5 loses right there. So we will throw another don't out there. And 2 craps. All right, we want it right back. 2 gets paid on the don't. And 10. That's the point. All right. This moves. We lose here. Drop another don't. We got 3 out there looking for a point. And yo 11. We know that don'ts lose on the come out with an 11, so we'll drop another 25. And 8. 8. All right, we have got 8, 9, 10. We don't want to see that. Anything else is okay. We'd like to see that 7 and 9. 9. Our 9 loses. We'll throw another don't. That loses. All right, there we go. And yo. That loses. And 5. All right. We are at our 3 numbers. Do you guys want to do a 4th? Why not? Let's check it out. And 9. We got the 9 back. And we're just going to go with it from here. And 5. All right. We lose our 5 here. Try to keep 4 numbers out there. And 7. 7 out. All right. So we lose the don't, but we get paid down there. And we get paid here and here. All right, we'll rack that up, okay? As you can see, since we won, I'm going to progress up 25. That's the minimum. And 8. I hate the 8 for that don't down there. Since we progressed, we're going to do a DC of 50. And 5. And we'll put another 50 down there. And 6. All right, so here's the option here. 6 is a terrible number for a don't, okay? So I'm going to tell the dealer, no action on that don't. We don't have to travel to the 6 if we don't want to. That is the one difference between the come bet and the don't come, is if you don't want to travel to a number, just say no action and they won't move it. And 2, aces. Aces gets paid on the don't come. Take that and rack it. And yo. What you get, they then take, that loses. All right, so we're back to 50. And 6, no action. I do not want to move to that 6. And 4. Perfect. That is what we want right there. We'll move that to the 4 all day long. And let's do our 4 don't bets. And 7. 7 out. All right. We got greedy. All right. This loses, but we get paid down there. It's kind of like a hedge. We get paid on these 2 numbers, 50 and 50. We'll pick that up, rack it. All right, since we won, that's what we're racking. Put it in our rack. Now we're up to 75. Now, before playing, you have to decide how much do you want to progress. Me, I'm only going to progress 2 times. You can go to 100, sure, no problem. All right, we're coming out. And 5. No field 5. We'll drop our 75. Right there, 75. And we're rolling. And 6. 6. Like I said before, I'm not moving a don't to the 6. So I'm going to tell the dealer, no action. And 4. Perfect. That's what we're waiting for. We want to move that 75 to a number that only has 3 ways to roll. And 6, definitely not moving it to the 6. No action. And 9, okay, I'll move it to the 9. All right, I'm not going a 4th, and we are looking for that 7. And 4. We lose down here. We'll drop another DC. And 5. All right. Hit the point. We lose here. So we will drop 75. And 7. On the come out, we lose on 7. Let's put down 75. And 4. All right. There we go. 4 again. Doesn't mean it's going to come. All right. We're looking for 7, really. And 5. All right. We lose here. Drop 100 to get 100. 75 there. And 7 out. All right. Terrible. So that loses, that wins. Just move it over and we get paid right there. All right. Let's pay back our 100 in black we bought with, just to make it easy. And 275. We lost 225. All right. That's craps. Nothing's guaranteed. 275. So before you play, think of a couple things. Think of how many times you're gonna put don't bets out there. I would say have 3 total. As you see, I did a demo with 4. Once you get to 4, you start exposing yourself to more numbers and some more loss. So you're really exposing your bankroll. Also, think about how high you're going to progress. That last one, we were at 75. If we would have won that, we did win it, but I would reset back down to 25, a number. And that's just something that you have to do. And that's where you get, if you get in a cold spell, that really works out good. So also set, how much of your bankroll are you going to risk? I have 2,500 there, but for this strategy, I think you should only do probably 500. If you deplete that 500, then you're done. Don't go all in. Now, if I was playing with black chips, this will work really well with black chips. I would probably go up to about 2,000, sure. Or I would use this whole bankroll of 2,500. So you've got to set those before you start playing. Don't get emotional. And then when you go beyond, if like we were playing with 25, once you lose that 500, you're done. Walk away. So why do we use the don't pass and the don't come? So when you have the don't pass out there with a number and you have a don't come, and let's say they 7 out right there, you're kind of protected. You've hedged yourself. So that's why you're doing it like this. But once you get your 2 numbers out here, like 4 and 9, then you're set. Now you kind of want a 7. Now don't root for a 7 because there's a lot of people that don't play this way. That would be some good payout. But that's really what we're doing here, is we're trying to set ourselves up to build that bankroll. So bet the minimum on the don't pass to start every new shooter. Okay? If that is how you're doing it, no, go with it. Because if they 7 out, it will go to a new shooter. And if you're winning, keep that streak alive. If the shooters are cold, that's what you want to take advantage of. And then increase your bets by 1 table unit. This is a $25 table. 1 table unit would be 25. So increase all your bets on the next. If you win and you're playing 25, then next time you go to 50. Like I said, set that limit. 75, that would be 2 progressions. 3 progressions, you're starting to get into, like, mathematically, is it possible? Sure, it's possible, but is that a good thing to do? And then reset your base bet after any loss. Cap your progression, and then stop when you hit your profit or loss goal. Okay, that's it. This is called the shadow step system. And really, the shadow is the don't come. And you step up the progression. Pretty easy. Try it out. Track your sessions. Stay disciplined. If you do try this, let me know in the comments. I'm kind of anxious to see what people have to say. Now, I might do it next time I go to the casino, but of course, I'm going to do it with $100 chips. And I'm only going to do 2 numbers. Remember, if you don't want the 6 and 8 or either 5 or 9, you can tell the dealer no action. This looks like fun. Thanks for watching Craps University.